Hello, little pretext to this week's video. I'm not saying I'm fat. I don't want anyone to think that. I've just got a bit extra that you'll see on all the videos that I want to get rid of. I've mentioned it a few times. It's for physical benefit for me. I climb, and with the Fred especially, there's a lot of climbing up hills, and I just want to get rid of that little bit of belly in the middle. It's a middle-aged man, you know. It's eating, it's laziness. Now, one thing that I want to highlight is how I do this. It's really simple. It's eating less. There's no mad diets, no crazy anything. It's just calorie deficit. I used to be 16.5 stone, 106.5 kilos, I think it was, a few years back, and I lost all of that about half a kilo or up to 2 pounds a week by doing exactly the same method. I would be at 1800 calories a day. This is fully without exercise. It was before I started exercising. I lost all my weight doing this way. I found it really easy. It became a not diet. It was great. It became lifestyle. So I don't like diets, full stop. Just don't like them. They don't work as far as I'm concerned. Diets are a short-term fix, not a long-term win. Oh, welcome to my office. It's Alex's bedroom, so I use this when he's away at uni. Works perfectly. I can work from home. Might do the odd chat from here. Excuse the boxes. We've been doing a lot of moving stuff around recently. Let's see his Lego up there. It says. But yeah, I thought I'd just sort of give you an insight into how I do it. If there's any questions, just shout. I just want to get myself a little bit lighter. I think 11.25 stone, 72 kilos, somewhere around there. I think that's sensible for someone of my size. I'm 5'11.5", not quite 6 foot. So yeah. Anyway, I'll jump into the video. Have a good week, guys. See you later. Hello. Week 8 and the weather's still garbage. So, yeah, the weather's still terrible out there, so we're back onto Zwift. Sunday morning, I'm going to do, I think the pretzel, I think it's 45 miles. I want to get 3.5 hours done this morning. Got quite a bit to do this afternoon, so I'm not going to bore you with it all. Just going to get on and do it. Stick some tunes on or a video or something, just get on and do it. Yeah, this one's purely about bum on seat time. I'm not going to try ridiculously hard for this one. Fred's only 11 weeks away, but tired. No, that's no excuse. Tired, don't care. Tired, but longer rides shouldn't have as much true effort in. Well, have a lesser average wattage, I think. So when I get on the flats, I'm not going to be going 10 out of 10. Should be going 6, 7 out of 10 on them. As you may or may not have seen in my shorts, a bit despondent this morning really. Just doing all this, don't seem to be getting anywhere. Perfect analogy for being on the turbo trainer really, but lots of effort going nowhere. Just trying to grow this audience. I want this to be massive. Just how to do that. It's a bit of a conundrum really. Obviously people make it work. I want to do this for a living really, but it's not going to be possible if I can't get any backing. So yeah, well, I'm trying. I really am trying. I'm not going to quit, that's the thing. I don't have that option. Now, why should I quit when people with muscular dystrophy don't have a choice? You know, it's not an option, is it? Well, 10 miles in, it's been all uphill. Nearly 2,000 feet. 51 minutes to do 10 miles. That's not normal, but big hills. What is something I got to do tomorrow though is actual rest day, because I'm not doing enough of them. It's the 20th of February. I've had 4 days this year where I've not done some kind of cycling or climbing. Mostly cycling obviously, because that's what it's about. I'm using climbing as a day off. So actual day off tomorrow, go to work, come home, cook, sleep. Getting a bit sweaty, aren't we? Tuesday I'm climbing again. I'll give you a clean. Then back on this Wednesday, where I might end up doing 2 again. But yeah, got to remember to give the legs a chance to recover. Well, 10 miles to go. I think we're on schedule. Typically, I've just said that, so I arrived at a bloody hill. Gear change. Drip sweating off me today. Well, that's that done. Sunday complete. So I'm going to play with cars. Gonna have some terrible food now. Replenish some of what I've just used. Get plenty of fluids. Get a shower. And I'm going to do some wiring on my car. Well, the last sent me on Sunday. A long ride. And training dictates that you have a rest day. I've not had many of these. I've only had 4 days off so far this year. Yesterday, Monday, was the 5th day of rest I've had. Actual non-activity day. Obviously do stuff, but you know, it's a not activity day. I've had the turbo a couple of weeks. It's been fantastic because the weather's been awful, but it's always nice to get out. Not had really much chance to get outside. But yeah, yesterday came along, full open rest day, and weather it was glorious, absolutely glorious. And today I'm going climbing. I choose to climb, but because I rope climb, I can only sort of go when friends can go, because you need a climbing buddy on the ropes. You know, I could go on auto B days, what have you. But it's, again, look at the state of it. It's stunning again. You can almost guarantee I'm on my bike tomorrow. You can guarantee the rain's back. And as it's quite cold, it's February at the end of the day when all these storms coming through. Well, I say storms, winter happening. I'll be back on the turbo again, won't I? This happens all the time, doesn't it? Hey-oh. I have to say, I'm definitely enjoying the turbo trainer now. It's completely different for me. I'm used to just going out and riding, but the structure of the required wattage at certain points. I think tomorrow I'm doing 2 rides again tomorrow, because I've had a rest day plus I'm climbing today. So tomorrow I'll do 2 rides, 2 of the Zwift rides, or try to, if it'll let me. And notice a lot of people don't stand up really when they're climbing, and I do pretty much straight away. But watching lots of professional cycling, see people like Chris Froome, they stand up a lot when they cycle. So it doesn't worry me really. I tend to be able to just churn it out. I love to stand up and have a really, really slow cadence. Just, you know, lots of people like to spin up a hill. I don't like that. I like to just churn it out. The least pedal rotations as possible. It's almost like simulating that it's even steeper than it is till you get the wheel spin, of course. I don't know, what do you like? It's weird. I see the cadence. I think my cadence has dropped. Another great thing with the turbo I've noticed, because I can't move around on it, although I've seen there's products that you can actually mount your turbo to, like a tilt table. They look cool. They look cool, but for reasons I'll go into now, they're probably not the best thing to get. I'm stood bolt upright, and I'm putting all of my power straight down through my legs. Now when you're swaying around like that, you're wasting energy sideways. So if you tilt your bike sideways, you're not pushing straight down on your pedals, so you're losing lateral movement. So you're putting power into sideways, which is wasted power. Granted, it makes it easier to pedal, which is the same as why people stand up when they're going uphill, and waving their arms about. But again, if you're waving your arms about, you're wasting a load of energy. So for me, it's all about conservation of energy, especially for something like the Fred, where there's 13,000 feet nearly of climbing. You want to be conserving every single calorie. So using the turbo to get my form better, to work the thighs, to work these quads better, just to get some better legs really. That can only be a good thing, and this will fall into next year. It'll just be for longer sustained effort really, because yeah, I want to get this thing done next year. Every county's, it's going to be brilliant, but if I can do it quicker, it gives more. It's not a fact of doing it quicker, it's getting more rest between cycles. So instead of spending 10 hours on the bike, then going to bed, well, after eating and a pint, I get extra half an hour, an extra hour in bed, which means better recovery, which means I'll be better the next day. That's the plan. Well, good afternoon. Sod's Law hasn't happened. Weird. It's come to Wednesday and it's still pretty windy outside, so I'm going to stick on the Zwift again today. Just waiting for everything to load up. That's the main thing for one. Secondly, right, I've said it before, I've said it at least a couple of times, this and this, saying it now, it's got to go. I keep eating too much, simply that. I'm doing plenty of exercise, but I'm eating too much. I know why it is. I'm a bit meh with a lot of things at the moment, sort of having a bit of a struggle, not much of a battle mentally, but I'm not bang on at the moment, and when I do that I eat too much. So today's the day, strictly back to my diet. I usually tend to go with 1800 calories a day, unless I'm doing exercise. I'll offset that for whatever I do, but calorific deficit. I won't call it a diet because it's not what I do. Did it for years, ended up losing 5 stone, so back onto that now. Need to lose weight, will help me climbing. It's definitely going to help me go up the steep hills. Definitely going to help propel me on the bike. You know, less you weigh, the less you have to push. Can only be a good thing. And as much as I enjoy being in here, I am really enjoying being on Zwift and what have you. Looking forward to getting back outside, just to do some mileage really. It's a bit of a, I don't know, it's a bit of a stigma because wherever you live there's X amount of rides available unless you're going long. And that only happens once a week. And my Sundays in the relative near future are hopefully going to be long rides, or driving out to recce in some of the steep stuff for the Fred Whitton and doing long-ish rides, including the really steep stuff, just to see what I've let myself in for. I know what I've let myself in for, but I've never ridden or even been up some of these roads in my life before, which is odd because they're just over there. I mean, I live 20 miles from the start line. It's daft really. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'll get on. I'm just going on and on and on. Get myself warmed up. I think I'll get the Zwift uploaded and see what it's got. Bang, bang, bang on my cleats. Ready? There's one. Some days are a nightmare to get started, aren't they? Technological gremlins. Couldn't get my speaker playing. Something going on with my laptop. This wouldn't connect. Didn't put my heart rate monitor on. Well, I did. I put the strap around, but I didn't actually put the monitor on. I think I'm tired. Oh, I don't know, stressed, I don't know. That's that done. So yeah, tempo intervals, just 10 intervals of 220 watts, which is I think 90%. Felt fine, to be honest. Just got a little bit, but I'm not out of breath at all. Don't think my heart rate went over 144, which is bang on endurance rate. Good morning. I think it's a Zwift one, yeah. Don't think I'll be going out in that somehow. And the hail has become snow. First of the year, that's really nice. I won't bore you with all the details, I'm just going to get on and get it done. Oh, one weird thing. Despite being indoors and sweating, as you would do, my feet have been getting really cold. So I'm going to put my overshoes on. Well, that's that done. Quite enjoying the efforts being put in. Sort of dread them when they're coming up each time, but you get them done regardless, don't you? Because all it's going to do is build them up. That's what's needed, isn't it? Can confirm. Yes, what a difference that makes. Spot of climbing tonight, so I think I'll do a time lapse just to show other things that I do. Yes, yes, I know it's beautiful outside, look at it, it's absolutely stunning. But I'm riding in again today, bit short on time, quite fancy doing Zwift's structured setup and hopefully riding out Sunday on a group ride plus more. So just going to get on and do that really. Bit of a change of plan, that was going to be 2 hours. I don't have 2 hours. What is going on today? Everything. Just gone straight back to homepage. Well, God knows what's going on there, but it's come back. Back to where I was. Oh, that'll do. Wasn't particularly long. Can't even see. Three loops of a hilly loop there. So 20-minute loops, I think, with a sprint at the end. Have to see what I got up to. I think I saw 750 watts at one point there. Well, that's highly frustrating. Zwift crashed, started up again, but it's not actually recorded any of my ride by the first 1.7 miles. Anyhow, it's annoying really because I had decent power outage out of that. But I'll have to do it again at some point. That might do for the end of this video. Going bouldering later, I might pop a couple of little clips in afterwards. Pop into Lancaster, see Alex, just drop a couple of things off. Yeah, catch you later.